What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a long time and the poor dually's been neglected. It's ready to get worked on again, and good news is it's here and it looks different. Today we're going to do the sway bar end links. We've got a set of sway bar end links from BD Diesel. Should be pretty easy to install. The factory ones are very, very small, and from sitting and it being as old as it is, who knows the condition, but I can promise you it's not good. But today, not to mention with these huge wheels and tires that look really good, today that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it happen. We also have an adjustable track bar. We also have what else do we have? Adjustable track bar and, steering box stabilizer. So the plan here is to, I've got all the tools set up. I'm gonna get the front of this truck jacked up, get it level, get it safe, pull the front wheels and tires off, and let's get after it. This is a 2001 model. This kit does fit, I think it's 2000 to 2009 models. If you've ever had worn out or broken sway bar links, this is the kind of kit that you're gonna need. The stock ones can just wear out, break pretty easily, especially when you're, hell, these things have even broken when you've lifted the truck off the ground. But these got heavy duty bushings. The actual links themselves are just beefy as hell. Let's take them off, let's compare. All right, as you can see, got the jack stands holding the axles up. I've got our floor jack there just for extra support. Here is our, let me kind of focus in on where we're at here. These are our sway bar end links. And if you can see how those bushings are? Those probably need to be replaced too, because they don't look very good. You know, as you can imagine, everything under here kind of looks, and that's not wet, but it's been sitting a long time, you know what I mean? That pitman arm looks roached. That looks very, very bad. But thank God, because we have got a lot of new parts to put on this thing. It's just gonna take time, you know? It takes time to go through and upgrade things. But underneath the truck, for those wondering, there's our sump kit that we put on. But yeah, let's take a look at this manual and see where we need to start. Okay, as you can see, I've got the wheel and tire off. I only took one side off, just to give you guys a better idea of what we're looking at here. Here's our sway bar end link, sway bar end link. As you can imagine, it not in the best condition. I got it broke loose. I just put my impact on it, but she's looking pretty bad. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is get this nut off of the stud and then do the one at the top. For this one, it's an 01 model. I think it's for 2000 to 2005s. This is gonna be an 18 millimeter. That's gonna be a 15 millimeter. Once I get these loose, I'll be able to get that sway bar kind of sag down and get that one, basically get that one out. Once I get that one out, we'll put one of the other new ones together and we'll compare and just kind of show the differences of it. All right, it took a little finagling, but it wasn't too terribly bad. Finally got the axle side out, got the sway bar side out. Like I said, it wasn't too bad. I'm gonna try and file this up and just clean it up the best I can, or not file, but wire brush it. Yeah, this hasn't really been too terribly bad of an installation, as long as you've got all the right stuff. There we go. Let's go over here and take a look at the comparison of the parts. Yeah, we've got, there are the old ones, but look at the difference in these things. My God. And you're probably thinking, well, what? Yeah, if you got to turn wide, look at that. It's it's probably double, if not maybe a little bit more as far as the thickness goes. So next step here is to lubricate these bushings up. get these pressed in there and kind of get our bracketry hardware and stuff set up and ready, and start going back together with this thing. Coming along, here we go. Lubricated this up, went ahead and got me a drill bit so I could drill that out for the larger 14 millimeter hardware. So I finally got that drilled out, got it cleaned up. I'm ready to start putting this stuff back together. You know things are getting serious whenever you get the drill out. We finally got our sway bar end links set up and ready. Got our bushings in, got our sleeves pressed in there, got our hardware loosely installed because you want to be able to give it some movement. Got some fresh washers, fresh bushings, it's ready to go. So I'm going to take this loose and get this out, and then what we're going to do is go ahead and get this thing installed onto the sway bar and see what we can make happen here. All right. So, get that on there. And we got the bushing next. Put our washer on. Getting that started. All right, then all we got to do is get our sway bar up. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side ready too, but get our sway bar up high enough where we can get that bolt put in, and we'll go from there. I have got these loosely in place. Now, whenever you go to secure these down, you want to make sure that you get this as straight. It's going to probably torque out a little bit just given the angle of the sway bar, but you want to make sure you're not having any interference here with the coil spring. But we're going to go to the other side, get it drilled out, and get it ready, and see if we can get this thing finished up. It's looking really nice. That thing is beefy as hell. Slowly but surely, man, we'll get her. Our hardware isn't going to fit through that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lubricate this up a little bit, lubricate our drill bit, and get this thing bored out so it can accept our new, larger hardware. And once we get that thing out, we're ready to put the other one on. So let's see what we can make happen. That will go here. Let's just confirm and lock in that we've got this right. So we've got oh, nope, other way. Washer, bushing, mount, bushing, formed washer, nut. Then on the bottom, we're gonna go bolt, washer, through, washer. Right. Had a little bit of a conniption here with the instructions. I was just confused about not to use the formed washers. The formed washers came off of it, which are these little cupped washers. That's what came off of it. And then in the instructions, it mentions to use them on the 2010, 2012. So I was a little confused, and then I was running out of hardware, but after a little bit of research, it seems like we're gonna be all right. So I've got it all loosely put on here. As you can see, I got new bushings, new hardware, beefy sway bar end links. These are not going to have an issue at all. Now the sway bar, that may be something that we're gonna have to tackle down the line, but that's all right. At least we got fresh bushings for now. So we're making progress. Let's see if we can't get this thing torqued down. We finally got her on there, got it all torqued up. I got these torqued here, got the smaller 16 millimeter torqued, everything looks flush. It was definitely tight to get it all in there once you got one side started to get snugged up. But once you just kind of work yourself, or not work yourself, but work it back and forth, as you can see, we've got one that's kind of kicked. No matter what I do, it's like one side's going to be kicked. However, I verified it's tight. It will not come in contact. I thought it was going to be close, but once I readjusted, kind of pulled it this direction and tightened it up that way. I'm going to keep an eye on it, but they definitely look better. I mean, it's still flush there. It's the bushings are nice and smashed in there, and I don't think we're going to have any issues. So let's get the wheels and tires back on this thing and see what it's like. As I stated, they look good. Super duper heavy duty. New bushings, new hardware, new sway bar end links. I mean, much larger than what we had. I mean, honestly, this thing could probably use some coil springs, shocks. Track bar looks rough, but we'll get there. Besides, we've got more suspension stuff to do. So anyway, well, that's the money shot right there. We got another install coming. We got the sway, Jesus, not the sway bar end links. We've got the track bar install incoming, and we also have the wobble stopper, the steering box stabilizer bar. You guys know how bad these trucks are, and imagine that after sitting forever. You saw the bushing on the sway bar end links. They're not good. So a couple more installs coming your way. Just trying to find some decent weather. It's been raining like hell, and now the hurricane's coming here, so we'll make it happen. Stay tuned.